the true artist. So let's get together, see what we can uncover.
One that defines your world, gives you truth and life. One that excels, special, remind to guide your way through this shadow world. I tried to imagine what it'd be like without knowing you're always right by my side. No doubt I can't imagine unknowing trust like I know with you. Lies come in many forms and some look like truth, but we won't let that confuse me and you. We found that way to see what's right for ourselves. We found out truth in someone else. We got faith in each other. Our souls have got the same burning need to find out what's need to cover up.
The one can beat without a true artist. So let's get together, see what we can uncover.
Let there be someone there that shares truth and love. Who really cares and knows we can only share our truth through one that defines your world, gives you truth and life. One that excels, special, remind to guide your way through this shadow world. There be someone there that shares truth and love. Who really cares and knows we can only share our truth through one that defines your world, gives you truth and life. One that excels, special, remind to guide your way through this shadow world.
It's not a game. I'm not a robot. AI challenging you. I'm not a battle. I'm in your face and I'm here to see it through. Right before your eyes, words just multiply.
Hello, everybody! Welcome back to the Up Download News Show. It looks a little different today, but that's just what we've decided we're doing. Starling, how's it going?
I'm doing great. I have not gotten to be on a news show in so long, so I'm so thrilled to be here today. To be with the company that I have been helping create. um, yeah, I'm so thrilled.
Yeah, good. You have been missed on the news show, but you've gotten to do. You did Summer Game Fest with you and I did Summer Game
Yes.
Fest together last week, and then
Yeah.
now our first news show back on our new
Yeah.
day. You're here.
Yeah, it's been like a month and a half, so I'm very excited to be back. And on our new time, Thursdays at 6 p.m. Hopefully, we'll be able to make it more regularly.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we've got a lot to chat about, but we've also decided that there's a lot that we can do pretty passively. So we're gonna play multiverses while we talk about the news.
So much of the news is stuff that we have already gone over during our SGF stream. And so
Yeah.
we're going to chat about our favorite stuff, and we're just going to keep playing multiverses because we've been addicted to it.
Yeah, I've played a lot the last couple weeks,
Mhm.
and I think this is still news. I mean, I think it's important. There's a lot of
Oh, there's a lot of stuff.
there's kind of a lot of dismay about this game right now. Some of it I understand, some of it that I think is a little overblown. But Player First Games is like making it a priority to make sure that it does what it can to retain player base.
Yeah,
really cool.
I've very barely looked at the patch notes from today, but I do see that there's some pretty good stuff in there. So
Yeah, just I mean, it's they're always going to be working on the network stuff. I don't know why Xbox specifically is having issues.
yeah, a bit disappointing.
Because I don't have as much issue when I play against PlayStation. But anytime I play, I see
Yeah.
somebody with an Xbox logo on it, there's a, like, I don't know, 25% chance that they're just going to insta-DC and then not do anything the rest of the game.
Yeah, and then in the patch notes today, they did specifically call out Xbox.
Right.
So at least you know that you weren't going crazy.
Right.
Yeah, these guys are tough.
And just this
They are
Shaggy
really-
spamming side special is all freaking Shaggy players do.
And I still don't know Iron Giant's kit well enough yet.
Well, yeah, he's been
Oh,
out of
that's
the
a
game
move
for
I
like
didn't
a
know
week and a
existed.
half.
Yeah, and I haven't played him for like a year before that.
Get out of here.
That's not the move I tried to do.
Get out of my game, Banana Guard. Yeah, Harley got some nerf / buff. Yeah, reallocating things instead
Yeah.
of a straight nerf or a straight buff.
So I did a move where I laid down, like he took a little nappy nap, and I can't get him to recreate that.
It might
is
be
a shame.
something. A lot of times, if you use a move with like an expendable, and then and then you use that same action command, you will get a new attack.
I see.
Don't know.
Okay.
Don't know if that's the case for you or not, but that's typically what it is.
makes
Arya's
a lot
got
of
that
sense.
one with her dagger that I actually prefer the one that you do after.
Yeah, I'm at 237% right now. There we go. All right.
We gotta play.
So
I
I
gotta
guess
play
we should
very
start off with our.
Oh,
We should
I'm
start
dead.
off with our
Nope,
first
not-
thing.
Hold on. Yeah. No, get out of my. No.
I
No.
fully believe in you.
No,
I fully
yes!
believe in you.
Okay. Whew, whew. That was so
Hell yeah.
tough.
Amazing start. Amazing start.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. News.
Did you even try?
Yeah, so we had Summer Games Fest last week.
Mhm.
What were some of your favorite announcements coming out of that?
I just liked how much indies got love. I would say that overall that was kind of my favorite thing. What was the focus on indie games? There wasn't really too much that specifically stood out to me, other than seeing more Monster Hunter.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree with you a lot on the indie game side of things, because like one of the things I specifically was going to shout out was Outer Sloth,
Mhm.
and this wasn't part of the event, but Ludwig and Pirate Software's new development company
Yeah.
or publishing company. And the thing I really wanted to shout out that I'm most excited for is the Blumhouse games studio, and that is going to be really cool. Just to see what they're capable of helping developers come up with. A lot of those games seem very unique and interesting. I don't know if Five Nights at Freddy's is planning on like continuing with like any new games in the future, but like that will surely be under the Blumhouse logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool to see all that. And then just like some of the indie games themselves that got shown off, or at least indie style, like Neva. I just did it again. I don't know how to do that. Neva, I'm super excited about, and so hopefully we get to start seeing some of the fruits of those labors pretty soon.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it seems really exciting. Time to protect friends. I don't know any of my attacks in this mode.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell that this is definitely going to be... While there's a lot of banger games still yet to release this year, SMT5 Vengeance comes out tomorrow. That's a personal one I'm kind of excited about. I'm not going to pick it up day one, I'll wait, but it is one that because I liked the original SMT5. It was my first, like, real SMT game. Or non-Persona, let's put it that way. Oh,
Yeah.
dumb banana. So, like, most, there's not a whole lot from, like, the AAA industry.
I thought I dodged that.
Super stoked on.
Yeah, I mean, and we were kind of prepped for that too. Like, we knew that it wasn't going to be a super banger of a SGF in terms of like new announcements and cool stuff. And I think I don't know if I'd go so far as to say we are starting to see the ramifications of the layoffs just because of how long game development cycles are. But it's probably a part of it. Like, some things have probably gotten delayed behind the scenes that we've never even heard of.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we're definitely gonna see what's coming up soon. And we still have Gamescom later this summer as well, and that's usually
True.
pretty big.
Yeah. Well, and to be fair too, we only watched the Summer Game Fest part. There was IGN
Yes,
Live.
there's
There was
so many more.
The developer indie showcase, Xbox showcase on Sunday. Which, did you catch any of that?
I saw some of the Xbox showcase, and there's a few things in there that I am super excited for. Let me pull up the list because I am forgetting. Mixtape looks awesome. Mixtape comes from the developers of The Artful Escape of Francis Vendetti, which was one of my favorite games a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful soundtrack, such a beautiful art style, and the only thing that I thought was lacking was the actual gameplay itself. It felt repetitive, but like I still loved the world and everything it was doing. Mixtape comes from the developers, and it has a drastically different art style. It goes from 2D to 3D, and it has this like stop motion animation type feel in the 3D animation, which is just awesome. And so, I didn't know I could do that. And I'm already at 61%. That's great. So yeah, I'm very excited to see what comes from that.
Yeah.
The Xbox showcase was really a banger. I didn't get to watch all of it, but there's so much good stuff.
I was on like a friend vacation, so I was trying not to be, super on the pulse
Gamer
as I
mode.
normally am.
Yeah.
Just hanging out with friends. But I did make it a point to like check out Twitter and see kind of what developers were posting. So we're getting the Doom 2016 prequel, which the modern Doom games have been really fun, so that's exciting. Specifically, I'll be interested in what comes of the music after the last. I mean, obviously there are people who can do what Mick Gordon can do, but it is different,
Yes.
it's not the same.
And have we been told? Has it been announced whether or not Mick Gordon's actually back?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I would be amazed if he is, but it would be cool if he is.
That's kind of what I mean is like I'm curious what has come of it, or who's doing it,
Okay.
who do they feel?
This
can-
guy plays fighting games.
He's just clicking side special.
He came in like
Does whatever he
spiked me.
wants. Got him.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
So yeah, that's
Let's go.
that's like the Doom stuff is really cool. I think the idea of a prequel to that game,
Yes.
I think it gives more to that character that would be really cool to see.
Yeah. I'm intrigued by Dune because it's MMO, isn't it? Or am I making that up?
I have no idea.
Okay. Regardless, it does look interesting.
Yeah.
And then we have the new Doom stuff looks interesting. Gears of War looks okay.
Mhm.
I've never been a huge Gears guy. Fragpunk was another thing I was super excited about. Fragpunk is a Overwatch with cards.
Yeah.
It's a 5v5 hero shooter with power-up cards. And that just immediately was like, yep, that sounds dope. Let's give that a shot.
Yeah,
so we're gonna see when that comes out.
I'm a Sea of Thieves guy. I thought they showcased what's gonna be in the next season.
Yes, they did.
Getting to use Flameheart ship sounds really freaking cool. And like being the world event sounds awesome.
Yeah, I didn't actually follow that trailer too closely. I have not played Sea of Thieves in so long, but I have liked almost everything Sea of Thieves has done in terms of expansion.
Mm-hmm.
And so, hopefully we could have an up download Sea of Thieves event. That would be pretty
super
fun.
fun.
I've been wanting to run a custom server for ages,
Yeah.
but we'll see if we ever get that functionality that they said they would give us.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things in there that they're just kind of ironing out and expanding the world in different ways.
Oh my good! I
Yep.
just can't land a hit on this
Bunny
bugs.
is a menace. It's okay. I bullied the Marvin the Martian out of existence. So
There we
that
go.
was super cool. Avowed. I think it's cool we finally see some more stuff on Avowed. Because I didn't finish Outer Worlds, but I did love it. Like it did hit some of the notes that like I would have loved from like a new Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what Obsidian does with Avowed. Obsidian's generally pretty great. I think they made Grounded. Is that right? Am I remembering that right?
I feel like I remember seeing their name tied to Grounded.
Which I'm not.
It did come out long enough after Outer Wilds
Yeah.
that it would make sense.
I am usually not a huge
World.
like survival crafting game guy, but I really like what I played with Grounded. I played it with a friend for a while.
I heard it was successful. I never tried it out personally, but I heard good things.
I just like there's like a plot to the survival games. So you're like still like working
Yeah.
towards something.
That's why I wanted to try the Forest, but I never really
Yeah.
got too far into that. Yeah, I mean, Obsidian's great. Like their Obsidian humor, I really enjoy.
Mhm.
Like do you know the dumb ending to Outer Worlds?
No.
So if you have a low enough intelligence, you can play through the entire game, and then when you're at the end of the game, are you okay with
Yeah,
knowing the end
I'm
of
good. I
Outer
think
Worlds?
Yes.
Just barely. Oh my god, I was on my way down. At the end of Outer Worlds, you I don't remember exactly. It's been so long. I do remember you find the ship with all of the people in cryostasis, and one of the endings is that you can pilot the ship to safety or to continue on successfully.
Mhm.
The idiotic ending is you go, yeah, I can pilot the ship. You click it, you fly it directly into the sun.
Yes. That's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, it's just I love stuff like that.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see what they do with Avowed. Because it was like Skyrim came out, and then Skyrim came out again, and then Skyrim came out again, and we were like, okay, when are we gonna get, something new? And then Avowed was announced like a while ago. I cannot remember exactly when, but it was like right after Microsoft acquired Obsidian.
Yeah.
Because we were like, oh, I bet that office is awkward. God,
Yeah.
Marvin,
Yeah, Marvin upped his game between rounds.
he's just spamming his projectiles at me and I can't hit him.
I just dodged right into Bugs's anvil there too.
Oh, God, that's safe. It's
Which was-
ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Why'd that hit me? Alright. I still got a lot about this game I have to, like, learn. I want to be, like, halfway decent at it.
Yeah, I really need to know what this mode I'm in right now. I don't know any of the controls for this mode. I'm just kind of spamming and praying.
Get
And
out
I
of my
don't know
game,
how I
bugs.
keep taking a nap there.
If you go into your like fighter cosmetic menu or your fighter menu in the main menu, there's a button to read your moves list, and it should have like move sets for when you're transformed.
I see,
There's
okay.
probably a lot.
Probably. Because like it adds like a laser gun and stuff.
Yeah. Oh. Nope. That was almost really bad. Yep, there we go. Yep.
Yes!
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Oh,
I don't have any emotes in that mode.
nah, no emo spamming for you.
What a shame.
We have Dying Escalation who asks, thoughts on Destiny 2 Final Shape? Video game having highest Metacritic and OpenCritic scores of the year so far?
So I was gonna add that to the show doc for the day. I was thinking about doing a Final Shape review roundup, but I got too mad, so I decided to ignore it.
I've heard it's good. I'm not a Destiny guy. Hey, you should.
Yeah, it's kind of wacky how successful it is,
Yeah.
given all of the drama surrounding Destiny and Bungie since the last expansion has come out. I'm kind of amazed it's gotten this much support, and good for them, good for the Destiny players, good for Bungie, at least the developers at Bungie. I don't have anything to say to the executives at Bungie.
we don't ever talk to
but,
execs
yeah.
unless there's a big F
Yeah.
in the middle there.
Exactly.
Hey, Nolan, if you're still here, you could just hop in the Discord call and ramble about Final Shape.
Yeah, we would love to have you talk about Final Shape since we know nothing about it. And it is a big piece of news from the last week. Yeah, so a bit disappointed that I'm definitely losing the fantasy critic now this year.
Right, because you can't.
Because I can't drop any more games.
Yeah.
So I cannot drop Kingdom
Hey,
Hearts 4.
that does remind me, Kingdom Hearts, everything's out
The
on
Steam
now.
launch was today.
Yeah.
I have not heard anything about how it's gone. I watched a bit of a stream to like enter a Steam Deck giveaway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know anything about it, but nice double knockout.
Thank you.
Um,
I wanted it really bad.
yeah. Did you get that achievement you were going
No,
after?
I have
Okay.
I have 35 double ring outs. I need another 65. So I'm not getting
That's
it for a while.
nuts. That is nuts. I didn't realize there was that many.
Yeah, me either.
Oh my god, he is trying! I was touching the edge. Come on. I just could not recover my dodge. That's the word I'm looking
Yeah.
for. Okay, I don't know why. I'm feeling like a lot of these things that I'm clicking dodge on
Yes.
should be dodged.
Yeah. Kind of the multiverses vibe. Oh!
Like, I don't know if I've gotten a single attack in since I don't think I got a single attack in that whole stock. Hell yeah.
But yeah, so other stuff on the Xbox showcase. I saw Fable got some screen time.
Yeah, I was a little sad to not see Richard Ayoade's character back, but always excited for more Fable. I mean, no, I wouldn't. That's a lie. I have never played a Fable game in my life, but this game looks awesome.
I liked Fable. They were one of those series that I had Fable 1 on the original Xbox and played it a ton. And then Fable 2 and 3 I played a lot. After when those came out. Stripe and Harley. Ugh.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch any of Day of the Devs or any of the other showcases, so I don't know what else was big. It's been quite the busy weekend. We were teching 2 shows this weekend at work, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah. So I just pulled up the list of games. I know people are stoked for.
Oh, great.
Or people are talking about Metal Gear Solid 3 remake.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people excited for that. As this is seems to be a big nostalgia factor for those people that played it back in the day.
Yeah. What's really been interesting to see is not necessarily discourse, because I think people are generally kind of excited for a game like this one. But there have been a lot of people talking about okay, remakes in games. Did they need to go the hyper realistic route, or could they have gone a little more stylized like some of the original games? I.e. piss filter on some of those original games, so that's been kind of interesting to see kind of people talk about as somebody who has no stake in the game.
Yeah, I'm always a fan of trying to preserve as much of the original intent as possible, and Metal Gear Solid was one of those games that I felt even though its art style was slightly on the realistic side, still benefited from having a distinct color design and that era of graphics really lended itself well to its story. And so but as a not Metal Gear Solid fan, I don't really think I have much of a say in the argument.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to see if it's successful. I might try it out. I've never played a Metal Gear Solid game. I've always been interested in them, but it's just been there's only so many franchises I can get into.
Right. there's so many.
Yeah, and it's I didn't really get into violent games like shooters and stuff like that until middle school, and at that point, I'm not sure if any Metal Gear Solids have come out aside from maybe 5.
Yeah, fair. The only thing I know about Metal Gear Solid 3 is the song Snake Eater, which is a bop. It's so good.
Which is the one with Mantis?
I couldn't tell you.
Metal Gear Solid 5 came out in 2015, so
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
yeah. Let's see here. Mantis was... It might be the first game. Metal Gear Solid 4 and 5. Okay. I would assume it's just the first game then. Have you heard of the Mantis boss fight on the GameCube?
I know it's infamous.
Yes. So it's infamous because he reads your memory card.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah, and he roasts you for the games you were playing.
Yeah, or he doesn't even roast you. I mean, he might, depending on what game it is, but he's like, oh, I see you enjoy role-playing games, and stuff like that.
No, it's super cool. That's that era with what's the game I'm thinking of? Horror game on the GameCube. Oh, what's
Silent
it
Hill.
called? No. It would it had a
PG.
ton of crazy status effects for the time.
Oh.
Where if your sanity was bad enough, there'd be a CRT. It would act like it would shut your TV off or turn your volume down like it was a CRT.
Oh, interesting.
They had
I don't know
one that
anything
made
about
it look like it was deleting your save file, and then it would just flash back to the game itself. It was like a Resident Evil style game. I don't know why I cannot think of the name of it.
Sounds like fun.
But that was that era as well, where they really liked to get kind of meta with the hardware.
Oh man, this is not going well for
Yeah,
me.
I am playing
Oh man.
far worse this time around.
Oof. It's I could just watch them following me along the bottom of the thing. You're just waiting for. It's I feel like they're just kind of ignoring you, and. Oh, that's my dash. My dash.
Oh, your dash attack.
Attack. Yeah.
I find the dash is so hard to pull off consistently.
It's.
Ah, dang it.
Are you using a controller or are you using mouse and keyboard?
Controller.
Got it.
What I run into is I end up not holding the direction long enough, so it just does a jab instead of
I see.
doing the thing.
That makes sense. Okay. So outside of Summer Games Fest, though,
Yeah.
there's been a lot of news surrounding leaks and leakers recently.
Man.
You know more about this Final Fantasy IX leak. I don't know what's going on with this.
Oh, okay. We're starting with this.
I
Yeah.
think we can ease
I like
into
this.
the
This,
other
this
guy.
has been
Yeah.
rumored for a hot minute. Because Final Fantasy VII, of course, is the big remake from Square Enix right now. And after having just played Final Fantasy VII recently for the first time, I get it. So that's kind of their big baby. And then there was talk like, well, if after 7, like a good one to remake would be 6. Because it's, one of the other ones that people really, really love. Well, we more or less got one through the Pixel remasters. It retains the original stuff while making it modern. And 6 seemed to have gotten the most attention of the 6, with some like HD 2D style vignettes, which is awesome. And of course the upgraded sound design. So anyway, so then it begs the question, like, well, which game then do you remake? And oh my goodness, this duo is so
This
impressive.
Shaggy, man. These people know how to play games, and I don't. I've never played a video game in my life.
Black Adam has so many like interrupts, and then Shaggy just comes in and presses side special like that. But yeah, so like that's kind of the thing. Like there has been rumors of a Final Fantasy IX remake for a while. 9. Some people consider 9 to be the last classic Final Fantasy game. Because after that, Hironobu Sakaguchi stopped working on them, or stopped as the head role.
Yeah,
and
and I can, even as an outsider, tell a very distinct difference from 9 to all of the others.
Yeah. So, and especially because 9 was such a departure from 7 and 8. People have this, because 7 and 8 really leaned hard into like the modern sci-fi vibe. And then 9 brought it back to medieval fantasy. So I think that's why 9 has kind of been on the forefront of people's minds as a remake potential. Because 10 has been ported a few times. It's on Steam right now. You can get like a remaster of it. That's pretty decent. 12 has a re-release called The Zodiac Age that's really good. And then 15 and 16 are modern games. So it really leaves 9 as the remake one, and I think it needs it the most, without having to like retell the story in a weird way. 8 is so convoluted and weird that you would almost need to do what they're doing with 7 and like just kind of retell the story in a new way, to like make that make sense.
Yeah, and that I would be excited for Final Fantasy fans. That kind of preservation and modernization. Like, obviously, 7 went really well so far.
Yeah.
I think there's one more left in 7, right?
Yep. And it sounds like it's gonna be a doozy.
Your skill-based matchmaking is really fucking me up over here.
I was playing earlier today with a buddy, and I have fought some people today that have like a couple thousand wins.
Oh man.
And like I don't even think I'm that great at this game.
I just got launched out of nowhere.
Morty's not one I fight very often. Bugs Bunny is a goddamn menace. And I can't,
he's just constantly flying around. He's so
yeah.
precise.
I'm trying to get to him, but I have to be very careful with the angle I take with him. Otherwise, I just die.
Yeah, he just canceled my up special.
Yeah. Ah, gosh dang it. That one. So yeah, it is kind of annoying that we're finding out about this remake from Epic Games kind of screwing up a little bit, it seems. Or I don't know if it's them screwing up or if it's just like somebody accessed it. I don't really know how it got found.
Yeah, I don't know how much I trust in this specific leak, just because some of the titles seemed strange to me.
Yeah.
I don't remember the titles that felt strange, but I remember some of them. I was like, oh, like Elden Ring 2. I was like, that seems odd to me. Especially like right now when Shadow of the Erd Tree is a couple weeks away.
Right.
But I would fully believe that they are working on it, but I just don't know how much stock I actually put into it.
Right.
I love all these websites though. These database websites are very fun. I was just finally catching my groove there. I was figuring out how to deal with them.
I didn't realize we were one away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough to say. I think 9 makes the most sense. And I will tell you, when I first played it, I hadn't played a lot of the others. That game is slow. It's like kind of miserable.
Interesting.
Just because it's the ATB system, but all the animations are just like kind of cranked to 11. Final Fantasy 9 came out after the PS2 was released, I believe. So it's a PS1 game that should have been a PS2 game.
Right. Okay.
So, but it's great. I love it. It's up there for me in terms of story and characters. But yeah, it's kind of a crawl to go back and play. So a remake would do it really, really well.
Don't mind me just teleporting everywhere.
Well, that bug killed himself from something you did.
He can't get a read on me. I'm too teleporty.
Attacks.
Oh my god. If this is a move from Morty I don't know anything about. His like earthbending bullshit.
Yeah,
here.
I don't know.
I wonder if it has something to do with the skin.
Whoa! Oh, that's right. Projectiles can go through the fucking Bugs Bunny hole.
Oh my god, he really just spiked me.
Helping you. Oh, nice.
My teleporting saved me there. Specifically this perk I have right now. The perk is like when you teleport directly behind the closest enemy you're facing.
Yeah.
And that is what has just been saving me right there. Oh, he just ignored my charge attack. Okay. And so did Bugs. Bugs!
Just, oh my god, I cannot deal
That
with
was nuts. That was nuts. I could not hit either of them. When that entire last stock, they were 100% when I spawned in, and I just couldn't do anything.
Yeah, Bugs is a pain to deal with. I'm gonna go ahead and swap the Aria.
Time to stick in with the punch.
But yeah, so I'm excited.
Big.
If it's real, great.
Yeah.
I would love it to be. I think 9 makes the most sense of the ones. Like I said, because I think 8 would take a lot more work to kind of do, and I think in their current restructuring, they might want to wait on that one.
Yeah, that's fair. I would love to go and get into Final Fantasy. I would love to be Final Fantasy head someday. I don't know if it's in the cards for me with the time I've. But maybe someday that'll be great. Anyway, who leaked this, Billy?
Oh my god, not a Japanese woman, that's for sure. So this,
I don't know who this person is
so
until today when I saw this.
This came out like yesterday. So I've recently started to kind of get into like the leak stuff. So there is a known leaker named Midori on Twitter, and they've kind of been like the Sega and Atlas like leaker for a while, and then there was this thing a while back, or in April. It was April Fool's, and the person running the account was like, "Hey, like this is not an April Fool's. I'm just not enjoying this anymore. There's been a lot of like stuff being said, and it's just I'm not getting the joy out of this project as I once was." And there was this whole like outcry of like, "No, Midori, like your leaks are really fun, and like we enjoy having you around, blah blah blah." And then fast forward to yesterday, or I guess the last week or so. I don't know how or why. Oh my gosh. But I guess there's been like a group that's like trying to figure out who this person is. Because they've been making some pretty, not crazy predictions. But like with any leaker, right? You start asking.
Like specific predictions or something?
Kinda.
Like, how would you possibly know that?
Right. So like, for example, like, stuff about the Nintendo Direct, and she would post like, "Oh, I'm hearing now that it's this," and we're like, "What do you mean you're hearing this now? Like, who? Are you in a meeting?" So anyway, for one reason or another, this leaker has been found out, and now the validity of a lot of their leaks are kind of in question. Oh my gosh, yeah.
That's nuts. I don't know how that happened.
I thought I was safe,
I kept
and I got
dying right
lifted.
as I got BMO.
Yeah.
Oh, you bitches.
So yeah, so now, again, I don't know the whole story, because it seems like it's a lot more convoluted and weird than I know.
Yeah.
But basically this person would kind of role play as a Japanese woman speaking English. And I guess I didn't notice it. Talking about how English is difficult and would tweet in like broken English stuff.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah. And so people are like, and now it's this white guy from Chicago or California. And they're like, what's going on? It sounds like the leaker at the page at one point was multiple people, all leaking things. So I don't know. It's just weird. Something seems to always happen in the Mega 10 community as soon as I start getting invested in it.
I think this was the person that leaked the Kingdom Hearts 4 release stuff recently too.
Yes.
I feel like it looked like the same profile.
Yes. It's Katone from Persona 3.
Okay.
Is the icon from Persona 3 Portable. She just did, I guess he now. Them, whatever. The page has gone. They were doing all kinds of stuff over the weekend for like an Atlas anniversary panel stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of information on that a lot of rumors being tossed around about this person. Couldn't tell you a lick of it, but it sounds like that maybe they were just like partnering with. Oh my god, I can't believe they died already. But I'm happy about it.
I was going nuts with my sword over there.
Awesome. So yeah, it's a big question as to whether or not, likely that person will not stick around. Whoever else was on that page is probably gonna keep themselves hidden. And I guess that sphere of leaking is kind of done.
Yeah, and what I really liked was the tweet that was like, my identity has been discovered, and I'm going to post about this as if I were leaking my own.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was multiple people on that account. So
that's what I've seen people say, and I think the person who came up with the idea of the account they themselves have said that it's multiple people. So yeah, that's kind of the big thing right now is people are just like, okay, well, it's fine that you're a leaker, but did you really have to do it this way? Pretending to be from another culture you're not.
That didn't feel like a ring out to me. I feel like I barely touched that sky.
Gotta be very careful.
Yeah, I'm trying to get bugs.
Got him.
Yes! Oh my goodness.
I got the teleport
that
onto
was
you,
too
and then
rough.
the up smash felt good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Whew.
so we'll have to see. I don't really know where they were getting their information from. I don't think they said necessarily.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of stuff that they have said is coming. They're like, even though you're mad at me, that doesn't change the fact that these things are coming.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
No, it's weird.
Yeah. It is strange. But like leakers come, leakers go. There's always somebody to take the place. So we'll see. Like if it wasn't multiple people, we will see what happens next.
Yeah.
But
I will say this
leaking is a lucrative field.
yes. I will tell you, this is a great time to plug one of my favorite channels, Good Vibes Gaming. John Cartwright did a thing a while back where he like made himself a leaker influencer account, and he showed how he did it. So he was he made an account called Waddle D Knows. And yeah, he made himself a leak account, and he like on the GPG channel. I say, he goes into detail about like how he did it and like how he made himself look really smart, and like he knows things even though he just kind of made a bunch of BS predictions.
Yeah.
Really cool video, and like especially for people who are listening to this and are like, well, I don't really understand this whole leaking business thing. It's pretty interesting at the end of the day.
You and your spin kicks, you nasty little rabbit.
But like, I would imagine that most people are probably aware of like Pyoro, the Nintendo leaker with like the Club Penguin icon. So I got ricocheted into that.
At least if you pay attention to leaks, you're definitely familiar with them.
But he's an interesting case where it's like he doesn't miss, and he usually doesn't like. It's never anything crazy, and it's a game to him. Where if he knows something, he encrypts it, and it's weird, and it, he's right, but he's not gonna outright tell you what it is.
Yeah, and that's the kind of leaker that I really enjoy, is the one that makes it like fun. Yeah, I mean, getting to learn stuff about games early can often be like fun, like it's silly. I like the speculation of like, is this actually going to be a thing, or are they making this up? I kind of like the back and forth of that. And yeah, so that's leakers. I don't really have a huge problem with leakers until it gets into like story spoiler bullshit.
Right.
But like for just games themselves and like release dates and stuff, I do find it fun.
Yeah, I will say right now the Dragon Quest community is in shambles, because now
For something about Veilguard?
Did I say Dragon Age?
Yeah.
I meant Dragon Quest.
No, you said Quest. You said
Okay.
Quest. I'm the
Good
one who
bit.
tried it to Dragon Age. I'm stupid.
But yeah, because Midori is the one who said that the one that we're seeing it at the next Nintendo Direct, for the 3D HD 2D, but that it was going to be the trilogy, and now the community is like, well, is this real? Is this kind of a bit answer? Did we get debated? So, we'll have to see.
I am frustrated with the window I have to click dodge in.
Yes, it's a mess.
Oh! Get owned, Harlels.
That kill. Oh yeah, I deserve that one.
Oh, I love BMO. BMO's so handy. I accidentally bought BMO again. There we go.
I hope
Speed
he's
up.
super handy.
Well, I died immediately, so...
I got biffed.
Biff the magic biffer.
Yeah, it's me.
Let's see if we can't wring this slasher out. Oh yeah, I totally read where you were gonna teleport, buddy. High five. Oh. Ooh, I just flew into his bed. There's a
Chat,
fan
clip
fiction
that out
for
of context. I'm hoping that we see the Nintendo Direct next week. I'm really anxious to see what's in it. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even realize until you mentioned it today in the Discord how we we haven't had that pissed me off.
Yeah.
We haven't had much Nintendo news. And I didn't even realize that until you mentioned it today.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, no, I'd
We
love
have
to see what's going on.
we have 2 weeks. They said we would have a Direct in June last month. They told us we're not going to see Switch 2 news, but that we'll see kind of what they intend to release for the rest of the year. They did post a trailer recently kind of promoting Luigi's Mansion 2 remake. And of course, the Thousand Year Door has done really, really well. I think it's the highest selling Paper Mario game ever now.
I need to go finish it. I'm still on chapter 3.
I love that game.
Which is like, I got to chapter 3 and I was like, this is my favorite chapter in the game. I don't know, and I just kind of stopped playing it because I'm like scared to like play it and beat it and then like be done with my favorite part of the game.
Yeah. So we like they have games that they are actively promoting, and selling, obviously. Luigi's Mansion 2, I think, is the last full project that we know about, aside from obviously Switch 2. Kind of standard stuff. We know they're working on a 3D Mario, but we probably won't see it until Switch 2 gets. Oh, I parried.
Yeah, I imagine it's a Switch 2 launch title. As much as I would love for it to be this year, for my fantasy critic, I am sure it's going to be a Switch 2 launch title.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of amazed that the transparency with the Switch 2 news has been really interesting to me.
It's like, hey, we know you are jonesing for a new console. We're not done yet. Just wait.
Here's a tweet.
Yeah. Yes, it's always just a tweet.
Yeah. It's like straight up like this is Miyamoto style. I don't know
Yeah,
the name
yeah.
of the person who's been tweeting, but like
it was Arlo
buddy.
had a video a while back. He was like, I like to imagine. He said, I like to imagine that Aonuma and Miyamoto and whoever else is involved with it just has like an internal fight as to who can release bigger news on Twitter. Just woke up
thought I just
balding one
landed
day.
a high five.
Like they're just balding one night, laying in bed. 1 a.m. is like, you know what? What if I just tweet that there's Switch 2 news?
Yeah, that'd be. And I also love imagining the social media manager who like doesn't know they're about to do it.
Like the next morning.
Yeah, it's like, ugh, okay, we could have like had an image to go with this or something.
No, it's just a tweet. This is Aonuma.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, we're working on a Zelda movie.
And it kind of works. I do kind of like it.
It does. They get away with it because it's Nintendo and it's so silly. But
Yeah.
it's
like
simple.
it's like when you're even though they're a video game company, so they're highly technical. It's like when you're tech illiterate, like grandfather or something like. He goes to like make a Facebook post.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, just put it on Twitter.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Well, it's funny too
I'm
because it's like, hey, here's your
Shitting
announcement
the bed right now.
that there will be an announcement later on.
How did you land that? That was so precise. Oh my god! They just been juggling me.
You know, I hate to say this, but you put this on us. It was your tweet that said about getting beat up next to the Iron Throne. So you did
True.
this. It has nothing to do with my skill level right now.
It's like they just decided to like wake up the sleeper agents here.
Yeah, they were like, oh man, okay.
We got beat. We have to. This is nuts.
Oh man.
Ooh, 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 buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, no. It's like I haven't even like been able to. Lucky high five I got there. I haven't been able to buy anything either.
Yeah, I'm not playing super well.
I got one ring out, so I'll take it.
Ah, that shoulder check I could have dodged.
Okay. I just need a little bit more length on a BMO dash.
Oh!
No way!
I don't know
no
what that
way.
Harley did. She threw hard. Somebody hit jump too many
Amazing.
times and rug herself
Yeah.
out.
Amazing.
That was
I'm toasting them.
awesome. Woo! Yeah, the thing is, like, there's a lot of people out there that are like, oh, I've got these Nintendo wish lists, right, for, like, things I want on Switch. But now we're at a point, it's like, well, do I really want this announced right now? Or would I rather it be on next hardware?
Yeah, it's like, do I want the death of the Nintendo Switch to be tied to this thing when it like could be so much better?
Yeah.
I don't know what Nintendo's history is with like porting the last few games on a console to the next console. I know that generally the first few are on both. But like if a game came out now, I don't know if we'd be seeing it on the Switch too. For
The thing is,
a while.
what we're hoping for as a community is backwards compatibility, and that seems to be the case. I think it would be silly for them not to.
Especially in something called the Switch 2.
Yes, or whatever.
I mean, we'll see if they keep the name that way.
Yeah,
but
they
like,
say Switch successor, is how they refer to it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that could mean anything, but I don't see them switching away from the hybrid model. It printed money.
Yeah.
And the Switch install base is so high, they don't want to alienate people with a new console. I think the idea of backwards compatibility only sells more units at this point. So with that, I think people are hoping that like some games are just going to get next gen patches for like, maybe 10, 20 bucks. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Odyssey.
I have no idea how to play against Superman.
Doesn't help.
I'm learning.
He's just doing. You have like 10 attacks.
My sword
to
touched
use.
him. My sword touched him, and nothing happened. I'm just throwing that out there.
He's just using sniper punch, like it's all he's doing. You have 12 attacks. Use them. So yeah, so I think there's a, and I could see them doing that. Like let's say the new console can run games at 60 FPS, 1080p, instead of 720, 30. Games like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, they sell an upgrade patch for $10, and say, here you go, here's your Breath of the Wild in 60 FPS.
Yeah.
Here's your Mario Odyssey at 60 FPS. Here's Mario Kart 8, but again, we're gonna Skyrim Mario Kart. But you're all gonna love it. So, I think that's more likely what the kind of stuff we're gonna see. Wow, that sent me flying.
This rain dog has been dodging. There we go.
Yeah, I'm not playing super well, despite them using the same 6 attacks.
Yeah, I'm just finding a hard way to counter it.
The worst part is like, I'll hit, but I just keep getting hit in the process of hitting.
Oh my god, I almost ringed him out.
Oh.
Don't underestimate me.
Oh, I just walked into that. Oh, I should buy BMO while I'm over here. Boop.
No, we gotta kill that Superman.
I should have hit him with the BMO attack, and for some reason it didn't succeed.
Oh, Raindog saved him. Die. Yes!
There we go. There we go.
Woo!
Proving yourself. Win 100 match-made games.
Hey.
Look at me go.
Whew. So yeah, hopeful Nintendo Direct next week. Honestly, here's what I want. Dragon Quest, that's an easy sell every time for me. Easy sell. I would, we're gonna see a lot of smaller titles, stuff like, we're getting a lot of remakes and stuff, and that's fine. If they really want to tide people over, drop Wind Waker. We know it's in their vault. We're not dumb. It's in their vault somewhere. Twilight Princess Wind Waker is in their vault. If they really want, announce, the support for games you already have, more NSO game drops, there's kind of a whole list of things they can do to keep themselves kind of going until the Switch 2's done. It's really going to be indies and third parties that are going to keep, Switch in the conversation until the next console launches.
Yes.
But I think, like, Thousand Year Door is, and, like, Pikmin, like, we've kind of gotten a lot of heavy hitters people have been wanting. Honestly, Thousand Year Door is kind of a surprise. Like, I don't think anybody...
Oh, man, he just did really well with that.
Yeah. Like, I don't think anybody saw Thousand Year Door coming.
No, I definitely didn't, and also, I'm kind of amazed they announced it as early as they did when they did it.
Yeah.
And it
Oh
God,
my
it's
God.
just so good.
Well, right next to Mario RPG Remake, which I adored. I really had fun with that game. Having not played the original ever, to get to play that was really cool. Oh, you Rhine Dog, you jerkhead.
Oh, I missed my high five. Oh, he's really gunning for me. Oh, he's gunning for me. Oh, I never bought BMO.
No!
Oh, I didn't know I didn't know we were that close.
Yeah, we were 1-1. I threw a bomb hoping it would kill Rhine Dog first, and it didn't. We
I
lost
see.
50-50.
If I'd bought BMO a lot earlier, we would have been fine. But
So yeah, we're just kind of waiting. I like the only thing. Oh yeah, back to I got distracted by the game we're playing.
yeah, yeah.
Mario RPG has kind of like made a huge comeback. Mario RPG and Thousand Year Door, and of course, like, it's interesting that Nintendo was willing to take a huge risk with Thousand Year Door, because they actually stuck closer to the original translation. I do want to mention just how cool it is that they are just kind of extremely forthright about Vivian as a character and kind of what's going on with her.
Shows huge growth from Nintendo, and also like the I don't know if you saw the Nintendo of Japan recognizing same-sex marriages, even though the country's not.
Yeah. Oh, I know Nintendo of America. Apparently, has marched in the Seattle Pride stuff for like a while.
Oh, interesting.
I saw that. Saw an article. Oh my god, I watched.
Oh, I'm not doing good. I am not doing good.
Yeah, no one to blame but myself there. So yeah, just really cool to
Actually,
see.
like dodging a lot better now.
But
like they're all just dodging perfectly. It's
Yeah,
so
they sure
frustrating.
are. And Superman in general is just so hard to knock out. He's so beefy.
What a big strong man.
Finally.
Is there? Do we know if there's lore in multiverses for like people like Superman getting like dumbed down so that everybody else can actually fight with a chance?
I don't know. I know there's, but like that's part of what the rifts are. They're like, oh, the multiverse is weird because rifts are opening up.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. But like, I don't know. I haven't read it.
They just with Vecna's release in Dead by Daylight. Speaking of Dead by Daylight's 8th anniversary starts today. Not 8th. Yeah, no, 8th anniversary starts
Oh my
today.
gosh. I thought it was further away than that.
But they, with Vecna, introduced a thing that, like, the entity who runs these games puts a little, like, sticker on them to indicate, or to, like, it's like a rune, not a sticker. It's like a magic rune to be like, hey, this person is weaker. now, so that people like Vecna can't just win the game.
Right.
Oh, well, that was a fun hour of matches.
Yeah, it was fun. It was good stuff. Good time.
had some give, had some take.
Yeah. But yeah, Summer Game Fest was fun. Weird stuff in the leaker space and all that. Kingdom Hearts on Steam.
Yeah, hopefully. I want to buy it. I don't know if I'm like I own all the Kingdom Hearts games. I probably shouldn't spend money on them again.
But yeah, we're hoping for a Nintendo Direct next week. My guess is we will get a tweet from Nintendo that a Nintendo Direct is happening on like Tuesday, and then the Direct will be Thursday, like at 8 in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, luckily I have Thursdays off, so
That's my guess.
we'll see.
Or we'll get a tweet like Monday that's like, "Hey, tomorrow's a Nintendo Direct. Have fun."
Yeah, true. So
Um,
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but otherwise, if it's not next week, it has to be the following week. We're coming up to the end of June. Believe it or not, we're halfway through, pretty much. So yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy how fast the summer is going.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Sure.
With that,
I mean, yeah, it's funny because you have a job where you are off in the summers, and I have a job that is busiest in the summers.
right. But yeah, with that, guys, if you enjoyed this kind of thing, know that we have all kinds of other content online. Hopefully later tonight, I will have our second episode of Otaku out. So I just gotta do the thing I just hadn't yet. But Otaku is we'll have that up. We obviously have our website with our WordPress with all of our articles on them. We have quite a few articles in the works at the moment that people are working on, so be on the lookout for that. Subscribe to the page. I believe I will be doing a stream Monday with a member of the group who I don't think they've shown themselves yet.
Nope, they have not. They have not been on any content yet and have not announced anything yet.
So I will keep that a surprise.
Debut.
Yeah, I will keep that a surprise. But we are looking at doing something on Monday. That'll be really, really cool. And of course, we're doing all sorts of streams on here. So if you happen to find us here, make sure you hit the follow button so you can see all of our other events. Looking at weekly news shows on Thursdays, reacting to events. If there's a Nintendo Direct, you bet that at least I'll be there. The joys of summer is that I can just do that. So I'll be reacting to a Nintendo Direct.
If it's early enough, I might be able to be there. We'll see.
Yeah. So, anyways, thank you guys for stopping in, and we'll catch you all next time.